It's showtime.
BS&B Media, in association with STWF-TV, the podcasting network.
Introducing the best in the world! Yeah!
That's right. Best in the world. We are back. Hashtag BITW. I'm your host, Dale. With me, we got Metal Watt in the house. What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man. We here, man. Double duty, man. Appreciate everybody tuning into the Pilot Perspective.
Yep.
We rocked it out tonight, man. Double duty tonight, man. Some wrestling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also joining today, we got Jake in the building. What's up, Jake? Oh, Jake is out the building.
Jake is out the building, but Jake went out the building. Somebody came through.
That's right.
Smoking in the building. My man Jay Smoke.
What's up, Jay?
Man. John, how you doing?
Whoa, what's up, fellas? I couldn't let this rain stop me out here tonight.
That's what I'm talking about.
I had to get on this podcast to talk about some wrestling, man.
That's right. That's right. This is Sexy Red Week. We got to talk.
Man. We all over, man. Tag your friends, tag your wrestling heads. We out here tonight, man. We double duty, special date on a Wednesday night. My man Dale gonna enjoy Disney World, Hulkamania Studio, and all that next week. So he gonna give us full intake. You know why he's in there, what you gonna do, brother, and all that stuff. You know, so enjoy that, man. We gonna give you Wednesday night special tonight, man. Speaking all topics throughout the wrestling world. So rock with us, rock with us, rock.
Yep. All right, Jake, back in the building. What's up, Jake?
Everything's going wrong for me, technically wise, I guess. But now I'm back. What's up?
All right, cool, man. Cool. Let's start with some quick stuff. Netflix has locked up Heels from Stars. This was a show that was on Stars. Yes, Stars canceled Heels after 2 seasons, so Netflix will put Heels on their platform, and if it does pretty well, they will produce another season. So go to Netflix when Heels is on there. Make sure you play it so we can get another season. But I enjoyed the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's gonna be fire. Good job on Netflix picking that up too. So kind of like if it does get the viewership along with the new WWE deal is gonna pop off next year. You got some good content to follow that wrestling, because we don't know what they're gonna do with the archive and stuff like that. But they're definitely gonna have to start making shows around kind of how the network in a sense was trying to do while the different shows they were trying to pin on.
Yeah, facts, because Netflix barely have any wrestling stuff on there, so it's about time. I think the only thing they have is Against the Ropes. Rey Mysterio was on there. That's about it.
They had Lucha Underground for a while.
They had Lucha Underground for a real while too. Definitely.
Yeah. Again, I can't recommend Lucha Underground more because I'm telling you that. Tell you, Joe was
Lucha
Ricochet was in that sucker.
It was fire. I absolutely loved everything they put on.
Yeah, it was good, man. AEW, Adam Copeland revealed he has a fractured bone in his leg. It's going to require some surgery, so who knows how long he's going to be out, but he's going to be out a while. So he's basically saying his body remembers that he's 50, but his mind doesn't. So.
What the hell was he thinking? And he said it too. Like, I was thinking in the script to do this, and then in my mind I shouldn't have done it. But my old self, my young self, in my mind's telling my old young body that it can do it. And he literally didn't even get the landing clear. My man stopped in the air. That's why he got hurt. He died in the air, which is bad. He's 50 years old. Tibular injuries. This might be the retirement call for him, man. I mean, he might want to try to fight one more match. I mean, anybody in this situation will probably want to, but this is probably retirement time for old Adam Copeland here.
So everyone here saw that spot, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He went from the top of the cage, and the way he jumped, he didn't even try to flatten out nothing. He jumped straight off like he's just trying to do a hammer shot. It's like, I didn't know what was going through his mind because he obviously just misplaced the spot and didn't straighten out his body or nothing. He literally went down and dove like a pencil and landed on his legs. From that's like 15.
I'm gonna be real.
It made zero sense to me when I saw the spot, and I'm like, I don't believe that could be a retirement match. But he needs to stop doing extreme rules, cage matches, ladder matches, anything like that. He can still have a great straight technical match, but I'm still with Tuka. It might be time.
I sent the text out as soon as he did this. Like, Adam, go sit your behind down, because it looked terrible. Like,
it was awful.
Bad. It looked bad. And this crazy thing is, you could tell. You could, like, if they practice. I don't even think they practice this during the week. I just think AEW, they think they're so much of a pro that they can go and just maximize this shit. Edge. When's the last time you seen Edge try to maximize something like that? WrestleMania 23.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. Edge tripping, dog. But hey, at the same time, he said too, man. He's been a competitor his whole life. He's done some things that maybe he shouldn't have, man. Hey, when you're thinking a pay-per-view like this, man, you're just thinking of the fans. What would the fans want to see? You know, and sometimes that takes away from maybe your career, maybe you having a longer career, man. But if this is it for Edge, man, Adam Copeland, it's a terrible way to go out, man. Figuring that you was already old already. You left WWE for some more playing time, and then you cut your playing time short by doing this.
Yeah, that's exactly
definitely. But I gotta say, you gotta blame it on being on the same weekend as King and Queen of the Ring. They competing, so he had to do something.
Yeah, I feel that too. That's another thing too. Like, you're fighting with your competitor on the weekend. You want to have the better pay-per-view. You want to have the better spots. You want to have the better matches. Wrestlers are more motivated, especially after seeing what the WWE did on their side Saturday. So, in all, you know, maybe you was thinking young Adam, but then you got into the matchup and the lights were on, and you're like, can I be saved? Can I have a do-over if I don't land this shot? And there's no do-overs in this game.
Yep. So let's get your thoughts about Double or Nothing, the pay-per-view. Let's start with Jake.
So I'm not gonna lie, I only picked out bits and pieces of the pay-per-view that I wanted to see because I am not the biggest AEW fan. I have a lot of problems with Tony Khan, the way that he goes about things. But from what I saw, I mean, it was a real monstrosity. It was a lot of, you know, there were some wrestling matches that had wrestling matches, but it's all gimmicky. And if I just got like a straight pay-per-view without all the gimmicks, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more, because it's just flamethrowers, cars, people getting thrown through this, that, and the other thing. It's like, are you guys trying to, you know, make a pretty ECW? Because I don't really get it. If I'm trying to rate it out of 10 and I want to be nice to him, I'll give him a 5.5.
No,
I don't have a favorite match here. I watched of the matches that I watched and enjoyed what I could. That's pretty much what it came down to.
Okay. Jay, did you get to watch any of it?
Well, you know how I feel about AEW.
Yes.
But I did. You know, we talked about it, and I did. And like Jake said, what are you trying to be, like a pretty ECW, man? Like, it just, you know, gave me confirmation about how I feel about the whole AEW thing.
Okay.
I mean, the best part of for me would be seeing Mercedes Moné actually win the title.
Yeah.
Thank you. About time. Shut up, wrestle. You know. Honestly. And then, you know, of course, the returns. My man MJF, I love him. He's part of the reason why I do tune into a couple of segments of AEW.
Yes.
And they brought back the Attitude Era. Gangrel, loved it, man.
Yeah.
That right there was probably the best part of the pay-per-view for me.
I agree that the Gangrel spot was probably the highlight. You know, he's older and all that kind of stuff, but it's still good to see him get that spotlight in this spot. So it was a pretty big spot.
Characters
I mean,
like
especially
that
after holding on to him for a whole year. Like,
Yeah.
what was it, a year and a half?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say two things to that. One, AEW did use Gangrel unlike WWE did, and that was smart. Two, characters like Gangrel, doesn't matter how old they are, they still hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Agree.
They definitely do. This AEW event, be real with you, it was fire. Liked it. One thing I liked about the Double or Nothing pay-per-view was that they eliminated the Casino Royale.
Oh, the Battle Royal.
which is probably because they kind of know who the contenders are going into the summertime, which is dope. You kind of already know what your setting is, and that's another, I think, improvement for them in the writing department. That they kind of know what they're gonna do already. Maybe bad, but in this case, good. Jake mentioned the match in the Anarchy, little flip matches like that. This is what the brand is. The brand is gonna try to generate on every single brand that's running right now and kind of blend it in. I'm not mad. I'm just mad that the Elite is participating in every single one of those events. Try, in that case, to get a new function, like maybe next year is the Jericho Learning Tree, fighting in this matchup. I don't know. But in all, the matches were cool. Kind of predictable because you kind of knew Mone was going to win the title and Ospreay was going to win the title. And we turned the predictable matches. There was a lot of them. But the way they put on those matches were great. To not feel like, with this getting a whole bunch of boos and nothing at all, So shout out on that. MJF coming back in his Triple H-like appearance, man. Coming after Adam Cole. And we may not get that MJF, Summer Spectacular at All In for the championship. We may get that Adam Cole MJF matchup at All In.
Okay.
Which is interesting. Shout out to him coming back. Whispering
So
all the
has Adam Cole been cleared?
Huh?
Has Adam Cole been cleared?
Adam Cole, I don't think has been cleared.
Okay.
What the hell is he? Well, what's wrong with him? He been injured for some time now.
I think
he's small and brittle.
Sorry,
I'm being
No,
he said right now.
He said broken ankle or something.
Broken ankle?
Yeah, I believe so.
That makes sense why he was in the
I don't like Jericho with the TNT title. I don't know why they got it on him. That was probably a Debbie Downer for me. Most underrated for me, Serena D versus Toni Storm. They actually put on a decent match. Shout out to Toni for retaining. Shout out to Serena for all through her career just being just like a great citizen of the wrestling game. You know what I'm saying? She could have won that matchup. And she could have been a new champion, but it's not what the marketing wants nowadays, and that's understandable. But Tony's still holding that persona as a champ. I think at some point they probably won't, but they probably gonna have to get rid of the TBS title, I think, and just have the woman fight for that prestigious gold right there. It's dope to have two women's titles, unlike WWE. They have both, but I feel like for this portion of what they're trying to do, I think they should just unite one. That's just me though, but they probably won't do it because they already got the two generated.
Well, I thought they were kind of separating it, like the bigger women will fight for the AEW title and the smaller women fight for the TBS title. That's what I thought they were doing, but I don't know.
I mean, that would be smart. That would be real smart.
Nightingale
until Jade Cargill held it for 2 years or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
The reason why
pretty much.
I still have absolutely no idea how they whiffed on not having her ever fight for the main title. Because she left AEW undefeated. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Well, no,
she lost. She lost.
She lost. All right. I was about to say, but her to not ever hold that title, massive whiff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
You build this person up so much and not have her hold the title for what reason exactly? I want a reason. They're not really going to give one, but I want one.
Yeah, you talking about Jade?
Oh, why she didn't hold the AEW title? This is why she didn't hold it. No, this is why she didn't hold it. Because there was a lot of friction within the organization, like girls that were there and she was there from day one too. But the Britt Bakers, the Chris Statlanders, the Thunder Rosa, those ladies there, they came in as the top girls in the business, so they want the cream in the matches. They want the belts, things like that. So like you mentioned, the TBS title is kind of a low ball title. So you give it to a girl like Jade at the time because you don't know what Jade is. And then sooner than thought, you kind of like Jade probably was just on some stuff like, hey, I want to have my own schedule. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then Tony Khan probably was like, okay, go ahead. And that's probably why she held the title for so long and didn't go after the other title. Maybe because she didn't want to really go after the other title. Maybe they didn't have no design to have her go and get that title and kind of knew that she was in a contract situation where she could probably leave as well, which ended up happening. So maybe
she did end up raising her stock by doing that. So so it made sense by her. I just don't see how you can't capitalize on that. And this is where I think you can separate AEW, WWE apart, is that there are egos in both companies, but WWE, you see the connection, the closeness, the TikToks, the pictures, the hangouts of the girls hanging out. When it's still competition, AEW, the egos are too big to where they're constantly headbutting because they all ate airheads and are bumping each other as they're trying to, get to the top instead of working together. There's a greater good in WWE, and there's a step on each other's toes in AEW, and it's annoying, and that's especially in the women's division.
I mean, no, when you have a bunch of people from all these different federations coming in, and this is kind of like they say this is the free space for wrestling, you're kind of going to get that at times. And it's not because of anybody, well, some cases, saying Jack Perry, CM Punk, but some cases it's like, it's wrestling, man. What's it going to go to when you have a free land base like this? The WWE is kind of a secret society where they keep like, you're in. They don't want to open. Well, as of yesterday, they don't really want to open Forbidden Box. But I mean, they don't open it up all like that, like AEW does. They kind of do stuff in the sparkle, surprise, may say, and they kind of do things in the right way because they've been around for so long.
Right.
So,
I have no doubt that once Jay, if she would have re-signed, that was the first place they was putting her.
mm,
She was going for the AEW's women's title.
mhm.
I just don't know what sense it make to put Mone on it. Just being honest.
Maybe trying to boost his title.
Mm-hmm.
Because name value brings prestige to the title.
Yeah. Either the person makes the title makes the person.
I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like that AEW title is being held for somebody else, and we'll talk about that somebody else potentially later when we get on the other side. Because there's news boiling out the WWE right now. We're definitely gonna get to it, but we'll see what happens over.
I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you book Mercedes Moné after winning this TBS title?
Well, first, Blue Sky's gonna get a shot because that's the girl that attacked her. I don't know how you book it much after. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna give a prediction here. After you have her fight her, you either have to have a rematch with Willow.
Yeah.
You don't really have to, but for this sake and their rivalry, I feel like Moné feels like that's good willing as well to give her a rematch.
I mean, honestly, it's the same. It's the same. They had to put them against each other.
I'm gonna pull this out of the hat. Thunder Rosa or Britt Baker return, and then they're next up for the title. They kind of break that WWE versus AEW. Oh, I'm an original AEW girl. And then
yeah, that's the closest thing they could do to it. Yeah,
unless a mysterious person comes and signs with them.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say this. That's never gonna happen in a million years, too. That's not gonna happen in a million years.
I give you a reason why it will.
I can give you two reasons why it won't.
Drop the rumor.
That they're under.
Drop the rumor.
They're under will generate dollars.
It would. But you're gonna have to pay that person way more than you pay Moné. So you're gonna bankrupt yourself dealing with that.
Who we talking about?
We talking about Rebecca Quinn.
No. We're getting to this. We're getting to that.
Yes.
Okay. He's getting ready to dish out a bag.
Gonna go after? We gonna find out, Moné. You got the title now, and as my man John said, you got to fight now. The talk is
Yeah.
over.
Yep.
All the promos that we've been getting for the last 3 months is over. Now it's time for the champion to shine and show us why you are the dog.
All right, before we wrap up AEW, anybody else have any more AEW thoughts? I didn't get to see Dynamite yet.
Darby Allin still doing idiot shit. My man got kicked with thumb. They had thumbtacks on the bottom of their shoes. You know,
Yes. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Darby Allin is the crash dummy of the year, man.
Hey, I like Darby Allin. That's the modern age Jeff Hardy. You know what I'm saying? I love Darby.
That's Mick Foley and that's
Yeah,
Mick
Mick
Foley's fucking sock.
I can't. The reason why I can't give him Mankind or Cactus Jack is because he's not at that level yet. He ain't no crash dummy like that. He still got a little heart.
I might need to put in my eyes. All I've seen is crash dummy shit from him.
And if you fellas can help me make this make sense, I will listen and I will take it to heart. I promise. My brother is an old head when it comes to being a professional wrestling fan. This dude is, he grew up the Hulk Hogan, Hulkamaniac kid, everything. He absolutely grew up in the Attitude Era as well and absolutely loves Jeff Hardy. Absolutely loves him. But can't stand
I do too.
It can't stand anything AEW does and does not like Darby Allin. I'm like, how can you not like this guy and like what AEW does when you're a huge Jeff Hardy fan? Because AEW is made for Jeff Hardy type audiences. But you can't stand it. Why? Are you too much of a WWE purist or what?
This is why I agree with your brother a little bit in a sense. Though we know we've seen Jeff Hardy do some crash dummy shit, there was actually a time where Jeff Hardy didn't do no crap. We've seen Jeff Hardy grow up as a jobber, a mark.
Yes.
To be one of the best tag teams to have a wrestling skill set. To be able to put on and get matches with The Undertaker for the WWE title, which he could have won. But at some point, he had to stop some of the crash dummy shit, though he was still doing it. Darby Allin, as I just mentioned, is an ultimate crash dummy. I mean, I've only seen AEW Darby Allin. Can anybody that knows wrestling, has he been a crash dummy his whole career?
That's all I know is AEW Darby Allin.
Me too. That's all I know is AEW.
And that's why I agree with your brother in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he likes Jeff Hardy for probably more reason than crash dummy, probably how he put on matches too. And you got to remember, Jeff Hardy and TNA was a hell of a talent. He was like one of the top contenders for years and years at that market. You don't still be that top contender just for being the crash dummy.
Yeah, I agree with that because so I think Dale might be the only one in the group right now that knows it, but I'm a huge TNA mark. TNA to me is my WWE because I grew up and I fell in love with TNA as a kid. Love it. TNA Jeff Hardy, goated.
Well, I fell in love with both of them. When I actually found it, when it was like the outsiders over there, all the old washed up, quote unquote, washed up wrestlers going to TNA, young AJ Styles. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Because I found TNA in 2003 and or 4, and I watched it all the way up until 2011 because I'm a guy that cannot stand Hulk Hogan. I absolutely hated it and did not watch it until 2016, I think. I stopped in 2011, got back into it in 2016 when it was, still kind of downhill. It was big money Matt time. And then they started coming back around. What's his name? Demott. Was that his name?
What?
Team Canada guy, the guy that took over TNA for him.
Demott, you're talking about the guy that made G-Force, Global Force?
No, that's Jeff
Jarrett. Scott D'Amore you talking about?
Yeah, Scott D'Amore. Thanks, Dale.
Scott D'Amore,
Scott D'Amore saved that company, and then they canned his ass. It pissed me off to where I almost wanted to stop watching, but I'm like, nah, the TNA, they're calling it TNA again. They're still putting out good content. I absolutely love it, and I'm still into it since 2016. Thank you, Bill DeMott, for saving my favorite brand.
Oh, I got to say this too, brother. You missed my bad, Dale, but you missed some of the best wrestling during that Hulk Hogan era. Hulk Hogan, Bischoff takeover. You missed some of the best TNA.
I think the thing that I can tell you that I definitely missed that I wish I wouldn't have missed just because of my disdain for Hogan was the Joker Sting. I go back and I watch some of the highlights from that era of Sting, and I'm like, I really wish I didn't have a disdain for Hogan and missed out on that. But I was in high school. I was a freshman in high school when that happened, or a sophomore, and I was, just a dumb kid saying, you know what, I hate Hulk Hogan. I'm not watching it. I'm done. I'm not watching it. And then I go back as an adult and I'm like, damn, dude, you're right. I probably did miss a lot of good stuff during then. But I still watch the highlights of Joker Sting, and I'm like, it was he was saving it because I still thought Bischoff and Hogan were ruining it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap up our AEW talk. Let's get into some WWE. And let's just start off with the story that you guys were just kind of mentioning. Becky Lynch contract will expire soon. She's indicated
on Saturday.
Expired. Yep, on Saturday.
So, but she's indicated that she's going home to rest. So, I guess like the fans out here thinking that she might go to AEW, like I honestly don't see that happening.
Nah, man, it's a dream.
It's a dream.
Yeah. So, well, Seth Rollins' contract, is that up too?
I think he resigned.
Okay. So he resigned. He been resigned.
Clear. He's gonna stay. She's gonna stay for sure.
My man's injured. He's probably at most until probably September. So I don't even think he'll be in around this summer. I don't think.
But I'm gonna be real with you. I think Becky, she might be injured too.
They both were. They were both supposed to take rest, and WWE didn't expect Rhea to get hurt when she did. So Becky had to come back early from her break to help carry that till Liv Morgan came back and was doing her whole revenge thing. So that's what ended up happening. Now with her contract,
and I'm gonna get on your ass too.
Who?
I'm gonna get on your ass about my baby.
I'm
gonna get on you.
About Liv?
Hell yeah, about Liv.
Oh yeah, we talking about that shit. You know, I was heated as hell when I see that result.
I know you was heated, and I'm sitting there. And I'm like, both times, two gonna be mad as mug, and I'm gonna throw it in his face.
Yes, throw it in my face, please, because I'm gonna be. We're gonna talk about it, man, because I had some time to sleep on so far this second reign. I've had some time to sleep on it a little bit. Maybe there's a nice sun coming after the clouds in this case.
Okay, well let's touch on this right now. Then we got Liv kissing Dom here after Dom sort of helps her retain the title versus Becky Lynch in this steel cage match. Jay, what do we think here? What's going on with Dom and Liv?
First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and say this: call me Smoke the motherfucking Booker, because I called all this on our last episode, but I'm gonna leave that there. Man, what they doing with Dom right now is about to be so genius. They're making him Latino Heat 2.0. They definitely do it.
Two girls.
Exactly, with both of them. If I'm not mistaken, Eddie did the same thing with China and someone else. I can't think of the name. I think it might have been Beth. Somebody. Okay. But it is genius. Like it's the perfect way to break up. What you about to say?
Yeah, I said it's crazy that he's able to do all this without being charismatic too.
Right. and that's awesome to me. Like he made himself the most hated villain of all time, in pulling off the greatest. Like just the greatest, I ain't gonna say rookie year, but rookie years, because he's still a rookie to me.
Okay.
I don't care about the NXT title. I don't care about none of that. He haven't proved himself not one bit to me.
Oh man,
and he about to go.
He got two of the baddest girls in the game.
Right.
That's the crazy thing about it. He got and this is what I'm gonna say about Liv. I do apologize a little bit.
He's doing that while being married.
A little bit. And he's married. Exactly. Hold on. He's dealing with somebody that got a man in the other company, and then Liv just recently, as of like a week ago, just became single. She had a relationship a whole week ago.
Oh, for real?
She's single now?
Yeah, she's
single. Her and Bo dumbass broke it off.
Like who? Hold on, I'm gonna be real. This is when she won the title on Saturday. In my mind, I'm like, who is Liv fucking in the industry for real? That's what I thought. Because I'm sitting here like, you know how I feel with her with the title on. I don't feel it. But I got to be real. We've been watching wrestling for a long time. Who is time opportunities? Not only girls that may be good looking, but sales and do all that. She has those sales after Rhea. You look at her, you know, maybe Becky in the sense, but maybe not. You don't even look at Bianca Belair like that. So living that department, the fact that she went through all she went through in the last year, some change, and still able to get over by the fans, hey, cahoots to her. Now, I hope the second reign don't last long. I hope Rhea comes back and busts her ass, you know, busts his
Oh, come on.
And Buddy Matthews comes back. But shout out to Liv, man, for taking the title, and then also as well, defeating Becky Lynch in the steel cage match on Monday Night Raw.
Lady Killer Dominic Mysterio.
Lady Killer down.
My man just got, hold on. But this is the crazy thing with WWE is doing. My man just got married like a month ago.
He just got married.
Yeah.
Yes. His relationship up already by pitting with all these bad birds. Like, listen here. My man might go caught that.
That wasn't no. That wasn't no fake lip lock either.
No.
That was
I'm starting to think because, you know, he just got married. He's scared of wifey. That's why he was trying his best not to take that kiss.
Hold on. He told his wife, he said, remember, where the money comes from to pay these bills and stuff in here, coming from me.
Exactly.
And don't disrespect his wife because his wife probably got a good job too and all that. But ultimately, that's probably what it came down to.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what it came down to.
In this situation,
she went. Yeah, that's fine. You better not be kissing no bitches though. So that's why he went all scrunchy face on the TV.
And who knows? It might have not even been planned.
Probably not.
No, I had to be planned.
No, I don't think it probably was planned. Like WWE, they known to do some stuff like that.
Nah, hey, how about this? Dom didn't know about it, and Triple H told Liv, throw one on him.
It's not good. This SummerSlam poster right here will be dope if you can get it signed by all three, man. Which is
yes.
Oh yeah, that would definitely be dope.
Rey Mysterio said he's so happy for him that he didn't have to all fully just go through his shoes his whole career, and that in so much little time he's able to break out by himself. I mean, he's playing the villain role lovely. He's playing his role as lovely. They changed his head style so many times, and he's perfected every single hairstyle he's had. He's got the mullet now with the mustache, and it looks crazy, but he's playing the character real good right now, man.
Hey, dude, freaking, I'm not going to lie. I lost my shit when they had that one moment with him and Ray in the back, and Ray was like, what's that on your lip? Dirty Sanchez. I fucking lost it.
We're playing these all, man. Shout out
to man, that was hilarious.
Be crazy.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, look. Also, what happened in WWE? Let's talk about NXT for sure. Jordynne Grace made an appearance on NXT yesterday, and according to sources, she will be making more appearances. She has her current agreement is calling for her to have 2 appearances: the match next week against the girl Turner, and the title match with Roxanne Perez at the PLE coming up. So, but between these 2 matches and last night, Jordynne Grace is expected to make at least 6 figures off this deal.
Yes. She's making some money. And guess what? It's not 2 appearances. It's 3.
Okay.
So basically we're gonna it's crazy though, because we all know Jordynne Grace. We've all seen it blow up. We've all seen it come up from okay, she's a decent little nice girl with a cake to now this girl unstoppable force. Crazy hit.
Yeah.
So, in all, man, shout out to her, man, for being able to build her own way into what she loves to do. Her banking on herself and believing in herself. And no bull, the WWE is in much better hands with Triple H in the aspect of this forbidden door. It's not so forbidden anymore because you got people like her that can come in for just 3 matches, do a job. She knows what company she's at, and then they can negotiate. All people wanted for wrestling was negotiation. And Vince McMahon was the man holding it all back. But you see what Vince McMahon's done now? How free the world looks?
The TNA fanboy in me absolutely loves every bit of this. And, you know, it was cool when, you know, Mickey brought the title over, but we've had Mickey in WWE. It didn't feel the same. But you get Jordan Grace involved now. Now this is a true forbidden door being open. This is someone we don't know, someone we ain't used to. This was fantastic. I loved it. I saw when I heard the music. What'd you say, too?
You meant Nikki Bella?
No, when Mickey
he was talking about Mickey James.
Mickey
Remember
James.
in the Royal Rumble?
Okay. Makes sense.
But when you got Jordan Grace over and I heard that music play, I'm like, no way. I saw the name. I freaked out. I'm like, this is what we've been wanting, or at least me as a TNA fan. Do the crossovers. Forget AEW. I'm like, right now, WWE and TNA can absolutely be the 2 biggest brands in the United States. It's cool. You bring over Japan, guys, AEW, that's fine. No one's going to know who the fuck they are unless they're Okada or Tanahashi. You bring over people from TNA. If you see Josh Alexander come over, people are going to go nuts.
Oh, my God, I'm going to lose it.
Even though he signed, seeing Alex Shelley show up for Kushida in NXT that one time was still insane. But you get Josh Alexander over or some big-name guy come over. Shit, even Steve Macklin coming over. Something like that would be absolutely insane.
Man, listen here, man. There's so many people that have been fighting forever that has not even crossed over yet. And it's gonna be
Moose. I take Moose. Moose
what?
Roman is a dream match.
Speaking of Moose,
Moose versus
Moose actually was low-key challenging Drew McIntyre on X. Basically, like trying to put his name into the forbidden door. Maybe we should have a matchup. You know, maybe we should fight for this title. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's go.
I'd take Moose anything in WWE, but a dream match for me back when Moose was like hot and heavy as the champion was Moose versus Roman Reigns. I wanted to see it.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. That would have definitely been awesome. And I ain't gonna lie to you, the fanboy in me, I knew something was up because they released the best of Eli Drake and the best of what was Drew McIntyre's name over there?
Drew Galloway.
Drew Galloway. They released the best of TNA versions last week. I knew something was up. WWE, they not slick, boy. I'm telling you.
I didn't even pick that up. Good call. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Listen here, man.
They not slick.
They are not slick. I didn't even notice. Holy shit, dude. You're right. They were cooking. They knew what they were doing. Shawn Michaels posting that picture on X afterwards of him and the chef stuff was great.
Yes.
And that wasn't even the best part. I gotta go. I just pulled into work, but I do want to say this. I don't mean to be jumping to new things, Dale, but I want to say seeing Ethan Page debut at the end of the show was unbelievable. The man could talk, the man can work. Him looking at the camera and screaming, all ego, whoop that trick, I'm about to, and running over. Dude, I'm like, Ethan Page is a major player, and that was huge. And he had one of the best debuts I've seen on NXT in a very long time.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Facts.
But thank you for letting me on the show, Dale. You guys finish it up. Have a great rest of your night. Hope to see and talk to you all soon.
All right. Appreciate you, Jake.
All right. You too, man, my guy.
Deuces.
Peace out.
My guy. Have a good night.
Man. That's good stuff, man. All right. All Ego Ethan Page debuting on NXT. Jay, what you thought?
Man, when I seen, like, honestly, when the lights went out, I ain't know what to expect because we'd already seen Jordan Grace. We'd already seen Sexy Red. I knew somebody was coming, but I didn't know it was going to be Ethan Page. That is a huge pickup from WWE for WWE.
Yep.
And I got to say, it's giving those Matt Hardy rumors with the Wyatt family, it's giving a little bit more because that was Matt's guy in AEW.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Listen here, man. Ethan, man, I remember when this man was still on the come up and it was autograph signs with him, and you can get an autograph for like $15, $20 off this guy. Then AEW came around. He's with the face of AEW. Now NXT, possibly in the future, big time for him. It's good to see him in this situation, man, because like I said, I kind of I won't say I followed the day by day of him, but I was able to, especially during COVID, get to know him a little bit more. And his passion for the wrestling world and the game. It's good to see him in a situation right now, man. Betting on yourself, man. Continuing, man, and getting to where you want to get to, man. And like I said, AEW is a real flooded place. It can help you out in a sense, you know, but it's probably not somewhere you want to stay forever. There's guys that are going to stay there forever, but it might be in this world, man, where you can kind of go here and there and all there, you know, and hopefully WWE's his home, man. You know, the NXT is definitely going to give him a good platform to show out, and hopefully that can go over to the big leagues, and hopefully he's in WWE at some point.
Yeah, I will say, his first night, like he got on mic and talked. Like that don't usually happen when somebody just debut. You know, like, they don't usually just give him the mic right away.
But his track record is proven. That goes to show that Triple H don't watch AEW. They watch the product.
Yeah.
So they already know what this guy can do. Let him. Then coming in attacking the NXT champion, not not North American,
right?
Not just any random top star. The NXT champion. They got their money on him, man. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Trick go at it at Battleground.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe so. Man. You know what I'm saying? What they're gonna do a Trick, what they're gonna continue to do a Trick, man. Will Trick end up a WWE superstar? And Ethan Page is the new guy, you know, NXT, man. It's gonna be interesting to see, man. That NXT last night was something good in a while. I mean, I watched NXT more after the tapings, probably like days later. I'll take snippets of it. But this being what it was, and then this girl over here, for some reason, it gets everybody's attention. It doesn't even matter if you don't pay attention to her. When I seen that she was appearing on NXT, I said, yeah, I just got to tune in for the comedy. She gave you, honestly, she gave you a good show, a good time. Shawn Michaels loves her to death, man. People don't realize she has a song off the Shawn Michaels beat where she's like reenacting the song. But then they have a video of them two reenacting Shawn Michaels' original song.
Yes.
Shawn over here, somebody mentioned Shawn last week and all the women that he's bringing up and how they look. Shout out to Shawn Michaels, man, for doing this thing, man. NXT holding it down, man. At least
he finds them, bro.
You got some ladies to look at. Lola Vice over there, Nikita Lyons,
Miss Jada Parker.
You got
Miss Jackson
over here, man.
Yeah, Takara Jack, yeah.
They're gonna start hiding those puppies soon, man. Listen here.
For real, man. Yo, shout out Sexy Red showing up on
incredible wrestlers as well. It's not just for the physique and how they look, it's how they wrestle. We got some good talent in there.
Yep. And so Sexy Red is gonna be the host of Battlegrounds out in Vegas. So we're gonna get to see Sexy Red again on NXT, and I'm all for it. Let's go.
You're gonna see her. Shake that ass out.
Hey, that's what she do. They know what she do on Twitter. Look, they follow her too.
They follow her.
Exactly.
Follow. She's trending right now. You gotta get this is what WWE does, and they do the best at it. They get a person when they trending up. All you gotta do is get the person when they trending up already, and then it just helps you, or it helps you out. It brings a little fan base. Like we mentioned on the Quality Perspective a couple hours ago, how they made the MLB, you know what I'm saying, Negro League written today with the records and stuff like that. Yeah. So maybe this is a turn, man. You get rappers, more rappers, female rappers too. You kind of engage with the female audience as well. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Which they do in certain ways, but bringing female artists that are trending and popping, yeah, that's dope.
So I got this video of Dragunov going right now on Twitter because this is why I can't stand Dragunov, okay? This crap is too extra. All right. He just got speared by Braun Breaker, and now he's like in the back about to die or something. Like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, wait.
Off a show. But it's kind of to show the dominance that this man, Braun Breaker, has. Like, last night, Monday night when he came through there and just, like, destroyed Dragunov and Ricochet, he gave me real Steiner vibes for a second. Like, he gave me the Rick Steiner vibe. I hope I hope that he's a great talent in years to come. He's on the top of the cards. I hope so, man. Just for the fact that me as a kid, I love the Steiner brothers. I wish WWE could have did so much more with them guys. They was the best tag team they had as soon as they signed him. And he's not a tag team guy, but just to have him being a singles competitive man and just out here living his dream, man, as a wrestler of a tag team that we know, and the infamous tag team is fire, man.
So this was the whole thing of Bron Breakker coming in to hit that spear on Dragunov and Ricochet. That was pretty cool. He started all the way out in the crowd just like this, all bent down and everything like that. That's pretty entertaining, bro. Like,
hey, I'm gonna tell you, y'all probably gonna hate me for this, but Bron Breakker got the best spear in the game.
Oh,
he got the best spear in the game, absolutely.
He got the best spear in the game. Like, just watching him go from them ropes, I forgot how fast they say he hit them ropes.
Yeah,
and to hit that spear accurately like that without actually breaking somebody's ribs. Man.
Yeah.
No, that man's a freak of nature right there. Oh, I love the Steiners, so I'm gonna hope that his career is a high trajectory and hopefully close to wearing some gold one day. Some WWE gold, not no NXT gold, which he held for a bit, and we respect him for that. But hopefully all this hype and stuff ain't for nothing. We all hate that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, Bron Breakker, if he don't get gold at the end of this year, he gonna get gold at the beginning of next year.
Mm-hmm.
But I strongly think he's gonna get it sometime this year.
Yeah. I am surprised he wasn't in the King of the Ring, but it's probably to protect the booking because they wanted to push Gunther and
you got to protect the booking. You got to like
definitely.
That. And I feel
and then also you gotta go ahead.
Him being like I said, him being a son nurtured in the game by Hall of Fame wrestlers, man. You gotta protect him for as long as you can until you really know what he is.
Yeah.
Yes. And then it kind of gives that it gives to his character. It's still building from NXT because he was waiting to prove himself. He was pissed off, like he was just so pissed off that they was undermining him. I'm talking about before Baron Corbin, before that thrown together tag team they did.
Right.
It just feeds into what they was already making him, this phenomenal heel, this superpower heel. They don't even need Brock anymore. They don't. You got Bron Breakker.
Oh, well, listen here, man. Word on the street is blocks getting clearer and clearer by the day. SummerSlam, Brock may be there.
There we go.
Who are you going to face?
Listen here. Listen here. Hey, if he wants to go the young route, hey, big up this guy, Braun Baker. Go ahead. Hey, Gunther's the new champion potentially at SummerSlam. He needs an opponent. You know what I'm saying? To make him look better than what he is. Because Gunther, up until he wins the title, is not going to look good. And honestly, with the IC game, kind of walking it down. So you have to, if they're going to make him the champion, they're going to have to make him look good. And they're going to have to have some good talent against him. And listen here, Brock might be on that list. Maybe. I'm hoping that he comes back, but hey, man.
I can see it.
Be a good story, man. Definitely be a good story he came back.
So with Gunther winning the King of the Ring, he's going to be getting a title shot versus the World Heavyweight Champion. But now we're going to have, first we're going to have Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest
at Clash of the Castle.
So this is going to be in mid-June. Okay. Yeah. So what do you guys see happening with this booking? Are we going to take the title off of Priest?
Nah, Priest gonna win it.
Nope, you don't take the title off Priest because this is built like the Priest Gunther rivalry kind of started building before like Mania. I think they had that promo when Imperium was out there, then Judgment Day came in, and then Priest was, before the champion was already spitting basically like, I'm the dog. You got to run through the Judgment Day if y'all think y'all the dogs. So I think for a storyline base, it's good. Somebody mentioned this to Kevin Nash. Shout out to Kevin Nash. I watch a little bit of his podcast from time to time and hear his words. Kevin Nash is not the most opinionated person in the world, but when he gives opinion, I kind of listen to it a bit. CM Punk, we know CM Punk possibly not really hurt. Still, said he tore the what, the muscle, the elbow basically.
Tricep.
Kevin Nash said,
tricep.
Kevin Nash said he should have been back from that. Kevin Nash said, I did that and basically was fighting the next day. You know what I'm saying? On my way to winning the title. So basically the Common employees coming and you hit, hold on. Drew came out Monday night, and before he even talked to the two guys potentially could be in his way for a title, he mentioned CM Punk.
That's a money match.
So I'm just thinking the money match is there. Drew's just in that situation right now, new contract. You know, he's already been chasing at the title, and then he lost the title after winning it in about 5 minutes at Mania. Great booking to have him in his match here in his home country, but it's how many times is Drew going to lose in his home country?
Right.
Exactly. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like.
I'm scared of that, but I can see Damian holding the title, man. I can see him holding the title. But the way the Judgment Day is kind of breaking in the sense, I can see him losing. But this is going to be an interesting matchup because 2 years in a row, him at the biggest stage and Drew McIntyre and then losing to the Tribal Chief and now Damian Priest. How does that do for your psyche? But the good thing about it is, like we mentioned, CM Punk is right there. So it kind of does nothing. It's
right.
So, yeah, I could see him, if Damian Priest loses the title, I could see it being Judgment Day's fault and therefore launches him, you know, to being a good guy and breaking up Judgment Day. So I like where your head's at, too.
Like that, man. Damian, this whole thing is just starting a window. You got JD McDonagh in the group. I would have rather have R-Truth in the group.
Right.
And then you see Finn kind of like not at that level he was, you know, last year in terms of the matches and stuff like that. Like, you know, they're getting ready for the change of where these wrestlers are going to be 6 months from now when the Judgment Day is no longer in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely agree. So that was the biggest mistake they could have ever did was let JD McDonagh in Judgment Day. No, I'm serious. It killed the dominance factor. You can't have two weaklings in your group.
So somebody got to get the punches though. Somebody got to get beat up.
Got to get the punches.
Turn it down.
You had R-Truth for that. Any fans would have loved it. Weekly, people don't love JD McDonagh getting his ass whooped. They like seeing him.
Okay. I understand what you said. All right, Nia Jax won the Queen of the Ring, defeating Laura Valkyria. So this puts her up against Liv. Somebody book this for me.
No, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
If the WWE smart, they bring her ass to SmackDown to face boring ass Bayley for her championship. That's what
Triple H says is going to be on their respective brands.
That's no.
Yeah, Nia Jax is on SmackDown.
Oh, respective brand. Nia Jax is on SmackDown now, right?
I thought she was on Raw. My bad.
Okay, then that makes perfect sense for her to fight Bayley because the way that Rhea Liv's coming hot, you can have Liv have a squash match at Money in the Bank or Clash in the Castle. Have a squash match against somebody, not a complete squash match, but have her fight somebody that's up and coming, like a Valerie Vaquera or somebody like that. Have her fight her.
Honestly, that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. Her first match. But you gotta think about it. She fighting for Beckiana. Right. So who else you gonna put up against Liv?
Exactly.
She did just punch her in the goddamn mouth 2 weeks ago.
Young girl. If the young girl if that's that young girl's first like official ill match, and that's a title match against Liv, and then Liv beats her, that sucks for her. I don't want her to be in that situation, but she's gonna have to end up taking the bullet until Rhea comes back and they can open that rivalry for real. But on the other side with Nia Jax, we was mentioning, her and Bayley, good matchup, good hype. Bayley finally could fight somebody, and Nia's been hot. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in. Heard a couple ribs of Bayley's. You know, make the match reasonable and the build up reasonable for SummerSlam. But I feel like Nia in any match nowadays is just a big matchup. Figuring how she is compared to the rest of the roster.
Well, y'all know how I feel about Nia. I love her. She part of that Samoan dynasty. You know, so
I liked how that happened. I didn't really think that they would have her go over Bianca Belair. I knew that they would have her go over Jade on some bullshit. I like how they booked it.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be booked that way. But how she got Belair out of here was interesting to me. Figuring all the rumors we've been hearing about her as well, which probably aren't true, but
yeah.
Bianca might
I mean, come on now, they can't be true too.
Nah, I know they ain't true, man.
They can't be true.
Backflip. She's over at the beach. She's chilling there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's true. You know, I don't want my baby gone for. We don't want our baby gone for a whole year and a half, 2 years. We don't want her gone yet. We want to see her flip her hair, whip her hair. You know what I'm saying? We want to see her continue to be the tactic that she is and the outstanding girl for the community that she is, man, and uplifting. You know what I'm saying? The young girls of tomorrow, man. We want to continue to see that.
Yep, for real. All right, let's wrap up on this one. Sami Zayn retains the Intercontinental Championship versus Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. I honestly thought this was going to change hands, but then Jay reminded me, Sami Zayn is really over in Saudi. And
he is over. Right, he's like not undefeated in Saudi, but he has the tools to be undefeated for the rest of his life in Saudi Arabia. Let's just say that. He's
undefeated in Saudi?
Huh?
Yeah. Well,
I thought he was undefeated in Saudi.
Oh man, he may be. I may not know my fact. I'm just talking about Sammy before this big old Sammy that purged with the bloodline and all that stuff, man. So I'm just talking about Sammy before the bloodline. Now Sammy after the bloodline, he's definitely a beast now. He's carrying all over. Yeah. Well, I gotta check his record now, Saudi Arabia. He might be undefeated.
Yeah, last year, if I'm not mistaken, was the first time being over there. And so yeah.
And he got that whole change last year. He kind of went with the mold during the week, was chilling with them, doing what they do and stuff like that. So that's kind of how you get a push down there. You want to be the love guy down there, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Sammy. The title, though, the title. Damn, stop playing with that boy Chad Gable, bro. Stop playing with him. You can finally see the shit. No disrespect to Sammy, but Sammy's the type of wrestler that can let him have it for a month and then take it back. You know what I'm saying? Let him have his fame. Even if month with the gold. Sammy can run it right back, man. But one thing I love to see is that the IC title being competed for and the title being defended. And there's an actual storyline that goes to it, man. One of the prestigious titles, the Intercontinental title, should always be a headliner in some parts. If the WWE title, heavyweight title is not mentioned, it should be like that. We grew up with the Intercontinental title being more vital than the WWF title. At some cases, some of the best matches have been IC matches, man. Macho Man, Dragon Steamboat. You know what I'm saying? You got the Ultimate Warriors versus Rick Rude. You know what I'm saying? You have matches like that. You have, Hot Perfect. Hot Piper. You have those matches. You know what I'm saying? The way Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon was able to carry you in. You know what I'm saying? IC title matches matter. Roddy Piper and Goldust, for crying out loud. It wasn't even an Intercontinental title match, but it felt like it because we felt if that title was on the line, it would have been stuff like that, man. You can make matches for the IC belt. You have mid-tier, you have mid-card guys, or even guys that are title contenders that not going to hold the title. You can have them fight in that division. There's so much you can do with that title, man. I'm happy that Sammy's a fighting champion right now, and Gable wants to be a fighting champion as well, man.
Yep. That's why you got to do something with this U.S. title, man.
The U.S. title, something's going to happen with it. And it's been going around that though we've seen a low of LA Knight, in the last few months, though, he's as high as he's going to be, that's the man you should have with the U.S. title. That's the man you should have. And we've been seeing little promos and little skits of him and Paul going at it, and I feel like it's going to end at SummerSlam. I feel like Paul has done a lot to go on a little hiatus if he wants to, and LA Knight can be the new U.S. champion. My prediction going at the end of the summer is that LA Knight will be wearing that gold.
I like that. Yeah, I actually like that idea. Because, you've been building him up. Perfect title.
You got to build that man. This man cannot end this current character he's in without gold.
Yeah.
Like I said, you might have to hold that gold on him, for 4 to 6 months, but you have to have him with a title, man. This man has done.
Yes.
He listen to him. Y'all had a decline in merchandise sales at the time when he blew up. He helped y'all major.
Mm-hmm.
Major.
Yes.
This man gave you a brand new character, even though he wasn't a brand new character. He was on the roster technically, and it's changed his whole persona.
Yeah.
It's great to see him in that spot, man. I'm kind of sad that it's kind of been down, but we kind of know what kind of wrestler he is. That's why he probably won't go as high as he's going to go. But the U.S. title, for him, is a heavyweight title. And for us, we'll feel like he's a heavyweight champion if he's the U.S. champion.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, final thoughts, man. We're wrapping this thing up. Jay, you got any final thoughts to leave us with?
Final thoughts. Jada Parker winning the women's NXT North American title.
Oh, okay.
Battlegrounds what? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's at the Apex. Everybody want to know. Apex is the UFC's arena for all their low tier fights. They will be at the Apex for NXT Battleground, which is fire.
Yeah, and they're gonna have an NXT Underground match there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fire, man. My last final thought. I mean, shout out a great week from all businesses. Unlike my man Mike, man, is gonna be missing Jordan Grace because Jordan Grace is supposed to be a headliner at his promotions pay-per-view coming up on June 7th, but now due to her obligations of WWE, she won't be able to fulfill that role. But if I really have to take a point out of this tonight, it's just a summer and all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can speak on history all day, nostalgia of the WWE, man, but the summer, man, is something that you want to hit with, you don't want to miss. And there's so many storylines between both companies that you can make it a fire summer, that you can start making this like the wars, basically. Like this could be the summer where the wars begin. You got AEW celebrating 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they can do in the next 5. The WWE without Vince, almost a half year without him. Let's see what they can do. You can create new war with this. You just gotta be strategic with it. And I feel like if both brands continue to do what they do, man, this wrestling thing is gonna be head over heels, man. We watch basketball, football, all these different sports, but wrestling still stays in the pocket. And if they like wrestling out the pocket, game over.
Yep. Yeah, this is the time to some stars in the summer.
Right. And I got one more for y'all fellas. I got one more. You just remind me to. Shout out to TNA for doing something that's never been done before. Hosting a main event with all the champions, male and female, on the same team versus all the challengers.
Yeah.
That was fire. That was fire.
Yeah, TNA always got some different kind of matches, bro, for real.
Go check it out. It was kind of awesome. You had heels and faces on the same side.
Yeah,
I watched it. It was awesome.
I watched it. Yep.
It kind of reminded me of what Gorilla Monsoon did in '95 with the wild card at Survivor Series, when you had the heels and good guys on one team and the heels and good guys on the other team, and some of them didn't coexist at all. So you had people from the team beating up their teammates, but they had real life in-ring beef. So definitely fire, man. Hey, you gotta put a little mixture and excitement over here. That's why I'm not really mad at AEW when they do the shit they do. Yeah, they may do it at every pay-per-view, but they do it. You know what I'm saying? And some fans like that type of shit. This is why wrestling fans are 1 in a million, because we just like different types of shit. And
facts.
And like I said, man, summertime's rolling, man, and as we roll, the summer rolls. Listen, show's gonna be blessed.
Yep. All right. Well, we appreciate everybody joining us tonight on the show. Hey, this is a one kind of off thing. We're doing it on a Wednesday night, but hey, we giving you wrestling for the week, and that's what we try to do every week.
Man. My guy Dale on vacay next week, man, but the show is gonna go on. I will speak with Dale during the week. We'll try to get you get a show on next Thursday, presumably. We won't hit y'all with a Wednesday. We thought about hitting Wednesdays every once in a while, but we're going to start doing something like that. We made it. But in all, it was good to get Dale's wish to talk wrestling tonight when he was saying it. I'm a person that don't really pay attention to Messenger, but when I did pay attention to it, I said, oh, okay, we can do it. We kind of break 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm happy that we was able to do it. Tomorrow night, you can focus on getting ready for your trip, man, and having in your mind that we're getting these views up.
That's right. That's right. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yo, I appreciate you guys also joining us and taking this podcast to the next level, man. Appreciate y'all. Couldn't do it without you.
It's Stone Cold Beer. Yeah, get Stone Cold Beer. And that's the bottom line.
That's it, man. So wrap this thing up. We'll see you guys later. Kenny Omega, take us out, baby.
Did you too? Goodbye. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.